Christopher.
Well, in every developed nation, if you look at them, has tended to get to where they are today through a combination, historically, of private-public partnerships. In some cases, such as in the United Kingdom, where I live, it is churches that have provided the first systematic school systems. And we are going back in the United Kingdom to a system where we will have more private providers again and less government. The need to, as we say, to introduce new providers, and the need to introduce new blood, to expand quickly. These are things that mean that private-to-public partnerships will almost always be part of any solution. And it's very striking that in Qatar itself, in the last 2 months, there's been a major expansion of a voucher program to allow existing private schools to be state-supported. The ultimate point about all this is really that no one ever says, I got a degree from this such and such university, but I hate to confess it was a private university. You know, it's a good degree or it's not a good degree, it's a good qualification or not, you're well educated or you're not. Parents, pupils and students don't care what the legal status of the thing they get the qualification or the education from is, they just care about the education.
Thank you very much. Dr. Abu-Ghazaleh, in addition to your astonishing number of achievements with your organization, I was looking at your CV, and it's quite astonishing. You are now about to launch the Talal Abu-Ghazaleh University. Can you tell me what this aim of this university is going to be, and what financing models do you have in mind?
You know, it's amazing that what we have in mind is exactly what this conference, all this conference is about: innovation, collaborative efforts, and outreach. Now, Talal Abu-Ghazaleh University is not a university in the way you understand universities. We don't have any academic or educational programs of our own. We are a gateway to the leading world-class elite universities of the world. In partnership with these universities, rather than competing with them, we deliver their programs worldwide online. We have to realize that education will face a tsunami. And at least I can quote President of Stanford University, Hennessy, who said that unless the universities realize what the knowledge era is bringing, they will be overtaken by this tsunami. We don't want to be overtaken. What we are developing is a new approach to education, world-class education, at a very affordable cost, because the tuition of the university is less than a quarter of the actual cost of a student going to Chicago or to Boston or to Sydney. So what we are offering is to eliminate all of this, in addition to eliminating the problems of leaving his family, leaving his job, etc., and let alone the fact that most of the citizens of the world will not be able to get a visa anymore. The visa restrictions by the US, by the UK, are imposing very severe hardships on the American and British universities financially.
That's right.
So we're trying to solve that problem for the universities, for our students, so that we can deliver to them world-class education. I don't want education for everybody. I don't want a student to come out of a university with a degree that is not recognized by anybody except the university that issued it. I want a degree that he can throw at anybody and say, I am qualified by an accredited world-class institution. So this is a new approach to education. It is intended to democratize our mission or vision. My vision is to democratize world-class education through harnessing the wonderful capabilities of ICT technologies. ICT provides us now with amazing resources for delivering education to everybody at a cheap cost, at an affording cost. This is a corporate social responsibility project, but it's not a free project. This is not a charity project. This is a supported project by Talal Abu-Ghazaleh organization, funded by us alone, and it's a private corporate social responsibility initiative, which we think through which we think we are going to change education in the world.
Thank you very much. We've heard of a lot of innovation.
Merci bien. Nous avons entendu parler de beaucoup de solutions innovantes à l'éducation, il y a ce que vous avez dit. Et aujourd'hui, en fait, nous nous centrons sur les aspects financiers. Donc, je vais donner la parole au Dr Patrinos. Au cours de vos voyages sur le terrain dans le monde entier, j'aimerais savoir quels sont les modèles innovants qui vous ont, en matière de financement, qui vous ont le plus impressionné.
I want to mention three very briefly. One from the United States. One of the issues in U.S. education is reaching disadvantaged populations, and one of the attempts to do this is through the so-called charter schools, which exist in many states. But some of these models have been more successful than others. One of the most successful charter schools is in New York City, Harlem Children's Zone, and through rigorous evaluations, it's been shown that these programs improve the reading and math scores of the students in the schools at a level that would reverse the black-white achievement gap. So it's a very significant gain through this program, and a program that can be replicated and is sustainable. The second model I want to mention is from Pakistan in the Punjab, a program that the government started to look at this growing phenomenon of low-cost private schools that were targeting poor families. These schools are given support to improve, and if they continue to improve, get more resources, and they can expand and educate more children. And the program has been proven successful, again, through rigorous impact evaluations. And the third program I want to mention, something that we've been involved with with the government of Mexico in rural areas, a program that supports parents to supervise schools, public schools. And we worked with government and the private sector that donated funds to extend the program through an experiment. And again, we find that the act of empowering parents to oversee and have a little more voice in the school has led to significant gains in terms of test scores for those children in those schools. So those are three kinds of models that I've seen that work and that are based on rigorous impact evaluation.